Good evening, everybody, or good afternoon, or good morning, depending on where you're located. I'm coming to you from Boston, Massachusetts, on the east coast of the United States, where we've just had quite a bit of snow at the beginning of the week. I don't know how many of you maybe have been having the same experience, but it's been quite an event and a lot of fun if you look at it from one direction. From another vantage point, it can be a bit of a nuisance, let's say. So I'm happy to be here to participate in the Footsoak session this evening. Again, my name is Kristine, and I've been practicing Sahaja Yoga for some time now. I started in the early 80s. As my experience, my formative experience was in 1981. And I had the good fortune to meet Srimataji and spend some little bits of time with her on and off during that first decade or two, which was in and of itself a remarkable experience and very inspiring. I can say that Sahaja Yoga opened up a whole new world for me. I had come from a church-going background, and after that, a sort of general exploration of not so much the spiritual side of life, but all the other aspects of life, the type of seeking that we do when Srimataji speaks of how we seek for, I wouldn't say for power, but for emotional fulfillment or for material fulfillment or whatever along those lines. When I encountered Sahaja Yoga, it just opened up this whole new dimension for me that I realized that there was a spiritual backdrop to my life. And the knowledge of Sahaja Yoga, the knowledge of the chakras, and the integration that is such a big aspect of Sahaja Yoga practice and understanding was a real relief to me to realize that all the different traditions are linked and have connections to one another and all have validity and are represented within us in a very real sense. So that was what really inspired me in Sahaja Yoga, was this beautiful knowledge that we're being given about the chakras, about our energy channels, about the mother kundalini. Was just like, for me, it was like just opening of the blossom of a beautiful, beautiful flower that I've been enjoying the fragrance of it ever since. So that's been my most essential and elemental experience of Sahaja Yoga, which has been carrying me through ever since I started in 1981 and continues to bring me a tremendous amount of joy, which I'm very pleased and always feel very fulfilled to share with others. So I hope that gives you a little bit of idea where I'm coming from. Um, I think all of you will probably already have your Footsoak bowls ready to go. And so we can go ahead and start the Footsoak aspect or Footsoak portion of our evening today. So let's just take a moment actually to take a couple of deep breaths. Let's sort of start the process of settling ourselves inside. And then we can go ahead and slowly and in a relaxed way raise our Kundalini energy. And then we can put the bandhan around ourselves. And now with our left hand open on our lap, open like this, we can take our right hand and give vibrations and give positive energy to the water, the Footsoak bowl. And while we do this inside, we can just ask silently that may this salt and this water become vibrated and activated to be effective for cleansing our subtle system. Oh, mothering energy, please vibrate this water for the purpose of cleansing my subtle system. And when we have done that, we can go ahead and put our feet into the bowl. And let's start with our hands open on our lap. And again, continue with the process of settling ourselves inside. And we've seen and we've come to understand how our meditation and our practice in Sahaja Yoga is to a great extent a cleansing process. You could say we're removing layers bit by bit, very gently and gradually, removing layers of unreality from our system and from our awareness. And we have many ways of doing this. Various techniques, affirmations. And Footsoak being one of the most foundational. So let's allow ourselves to release anything that we feel may be holding us back. Release anything that we may have built up during the course of our day or the course of our week that we feel we want to let go of, which does not benefit us, which does not serve us. Let's let our right hand drop down towards the Mother Earth and keep our left hand open on our lap. Of course, the earth element is represented in the form of salt in our Footsoak. But let's for a moment put our attention on the earth itself. We may be inside of a house, we may have the floor or the foundation between us and the earth, but that's really nothing compared to the grandeur and the mass and the tremendous presence of the Mother Earth, of this planet. So let's allow that gravity, that magnetism of the Mother Earth, to help us release any negativities, any obstacles from our left side channel, the channel of our past and our emotions, to cleanse and balance our left side channel and release anything getting in the way of our well-being into the Mother Earth. Mother Earth, please cleanse and balance our left side channel of our emotions, our desires, of our past. Now let's take our right hand and put it back onto our lap. And we can raise our left hand and face the palm backwards and our fingers towards the sky. And in this way, we're asking the air element and the ether element to please cleanse and cool and help us to release any baggage from our right side channel, the channel of our activity, physical and intellectual activity. Release any tension, stress, or effortfulness, any heat, over buildup of heat. May it be released through this air element. And we can bring our left hand back down to our lap. We should be feeling lighter now. you probably are feeling lighter and more relaxed. And what I like to do is sweep the energy channels off into the foot soak. What you can do is bring your hands, left and right hands up, and cross them just across your forehead, cross them, and then bring them back down on either side. With your hands, you're bringing down the influence of the sympathetic nervous system and brushing that off into the water. And we can do that about 3 or 4 times. We're sweeping our energy channels, sympathetic energy, into the water. And then you can even physically, I like to physically sweep from the back, actually push down on the left and right hand side, down my hips, and again down the legs into the foot soak bowl. Using my hands to brush down from the waist, from the hips, to the knees, down into the foot soak water. Just to give all of the excess, whatever we don't need, a little extra push to exit into the foot soak water. And at this point, we can finish the foot soak by rinsing our feet off with the fresh water, and we can put our foot soak water aside for now and dispose of it later. So let's take a moment to do that. I'm just going to go off video for a short second, and then we will return and continue our meditation. So hopefully we've all had a chance to do that. Take care of rinsing our feet. Let's close our eyes. Open our hands on our lap. And keep our feet planted on the floor or the ground, a little bit away from each other, not touching each other. And let's bring our attention to the base of our spine, onto the first chakra, the Muladhara chakra. Sometimes referred to as the root chakra. As it provides a foundation and a support for the entire rest of our subtle system and for the awakening of the Kundalini energy. So we can ask that please let this first chakra be fully awakened and established within me. Please may I manifest the qualities of this first chakra, which is the innocence and the wisdom and the purity and the primordial essence of my being, even all the way down onto the cellular level. May this Muladhara chakra be fully awakened and manifest within me. Now let's bring our left hand onto the right side of our waist. Onto the area of our liver, which is the right side of the second center and the third center, the Swadhisthana chakra and the Nabhi chakra. So we're giving support to our liver, which is a very important organ of our awareness. Which provides the energy for our attention and our ability to focus and direct our attention. As opposed to frittering away our attention or wasting our attention or letting our attention be pulled in many different directions. We want to bring our attention to a focal point. And we can say, Mother Kundalini energy, please, may I have the pure attention. Please may I have the enlightened attention. This area, the area of the liver, is actually the seat of our attention. So Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure attention, the enlightened attention. Let's bring our left hand back down, open on our lap, and bring our right hand onto our heart on the left hand side. We bring our attention onto our heart, which is the organ that contains our spirit, that is the manifestation of our spirit and which actually gives support to the whole left side, by giving vibrations and giving support to this chakra on the left side, the heart chakra. We support and enlighten our whole left side energy center, energy channel. Mother Kundalini, I am the spirit. I am the universal and eternal self, spiritual self. Not this body, not this mind, not this ego or superego. I'm not these thoughts nor these conditionings. But Mother, I am the pure spirit. And now let's bring our right hand onto our forehead. This very important organ of the brain. So we want to bring the vibrations into our brain. And this is the Ajna chakra, the sixth energy center. The center where we forgive ourselves, we forgive others, we forgive everything, and we forgive even our own thoughts by saying, Mother, I forgive. And we can ask, Mother, please cleanse and heal and enlighten my brain. Now let's bring our right hand right onto the top of our heads, the crown chakra. We can give a slight massage or rotate in a clockwise direction if we want to. And we can ask Mother Kundalini, please come into my head. Mother Kundalini, please come into my Sahasrara chakra. Mother Kundalini, please take my attention into the Sahasrara chakra. We can lift our hand just a little bit above our heads and bring our attention to that spot above our heads, and keeping our attention there while we relax our hand back down. Let's just stay in silence for a few moments together. And we can finish our meditation. Can slowly open our eyes. And we can raise our Kundalini. And then put the bandhan. Thank you, everybody, for being with me this evening for the Footsoak meditation. We're going to be leaving some music on, broadcasting some music. If anyone would like to continue to meditate, please feel free to stay on the Zoom. And also just a reminder or information for you, those of you who may not know, that we have started our second session of the 21 days, Meditate for 21 Days course. It started yesterday evening, but you can join at any point. And these Zoom sessions meet on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And in between Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we have the Footsoak together. So again, thank you to everyone for joining tonight. This was a pleasure for me to be here, and I wish you all a good evening or a good rest of your day. Thank you.